So, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. And this is Officer Mahar. As you can tell, the weather, some would say, is not good. All right? But I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about how we should be serving the Most High. Right? That's obvious. We come out here to talk about the Most High. You'll kind of get what I'm saying here in a second. All right, let's take it over this precept.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1.
Go!
Love righteousness.
The what?
Love righteousness.
The what?
Love righteousness. Ye that be judges of the earth.
Right.
I think the Lord with a good heart and in simplicity of heart seek him.
And what?
In simplicity of heart seek him.
Right, that hinges a big part of my point. With simplicity of heart, seek the Most High. In the grand scheme of things, we all babes. We all young in the truth. Right? We all young in the truth. In the grand scheme of things. And what is it that really separates us from people who we call that are in the world? We sincerely just trying to seek the Most High. Because you have brothers who are in the truth, and we have disagreements, because we both in the truth. We have brothers who are in the truth, and then somebody who will say that's not in the truth. You know, who in the world, who's not actively trying to serve the Most High God and keep His commandments. You see what I'm saying? And the main thing that we have, the main difference between us, men and women and children that are in the truth, and men, women, and children who are in the world is what? They're not really trying to serve the Most High. To put things in perspective, we got to hold fast to that. Because when you come into the truth, you've been around for, how long you been in the truth, King? 4 years. 4 years. Abba, how long you been in the truth? About 7 years. How long you been in the truth? About 2 years. In the grand scheme of things, we all still young. But when you've been in the truth 4 years, 2 years, 6, 7 years, 3, 4 years. Malachi, how long? 2, maybe 2 years. Right? Because you've been at 2 tabernacles at least. You know, you got all these things going on. I know brothers' spirits be in different places. My brother, he go tap in with the debates. You know what I'm saying? He want to know the doctrine. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole avenue. Aharon, his heart is towards doctrine. He go deal with the doctrine. He like doctrine. Malachi, he excel in brotherly love. And he getting crispy with the doctrine too. Jeremiah, excel in brotherly love. Counsel, nation building, and there's different avenues in the truth. But the main thing that's going to pull us together is not, you know, well, I'm not into doctrine as much as Tahawan. Or Tahawan's not into nation building and counsel as much as Captain Jeremiah. Your call, he's not into neither one of those as much as the brothers. Your call just chilling in the truth, trying to maintain and endure. Say I'm lying. say I'm not lying. But guess what we got in common? We sincerely trying to serve the Most High. It's simplicity. We can go into the breakdown. Hey, some brothers excel in prophecy. That's where they mind at. Some brothers want to be in Daniel. They like chilling up. They like chilling in Daniel. They like going into Ezra. They like going into Revelation. Some brothers don't mind talking all day, going tooth and nail with you about what calendar we should be on. But when it gets to the point where those doctrines and those stances are causing separation, they're doing more harm than good. And we got to go back to the first verse. Because the main thing we should be improving in, I mean, we gotta have a simplicity of heart is seeking the Most High. And when you be in the truth, you can get caught up in anything. And next thing you know, because you got such a strong stance on what calendar you on, now you kind of don't like this brother. Because you got such a strong stance on MOTB. If you've been around, then you know what that acronym stands for. Now you don't deal with brothers who teach that it's spiritual. Or now you don't deal with brothers who say that this is a physical thing going on.
Yeah.
A physical
So I
shit.
think I might have to move it in a little bit. Yeah.
Now you don't want nothing to do with them. Or this brother kind of leaning towards a flat earth. Now you say, no, bro, I'm not dealing with you ever again. No, you gotta, this really happens. You got Facebook? You got Facebook? Bro, if you go on Facebook, you see this. You got brothers all day. You see the same kind of people, the same kind of spirits they move in. They just want to argue. Brothers, some brothers, they get caught up into those things and they forget that we got to go back to the basics. And in simplicity of heart, seek the Most High. Try to please the Most High. Now, what you got?
It's the book of James, chapter 8 and verse 9.
Yeah.
Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door. So this is far from the time to be making a big deal about the difference between brothers, man. They say don't grudge against your brother lest you be condemned. You know what I'm saying? And the time is upon us, man.
I know you heard me. What you got?
All right, this is 1 Timothy 1, verse 3. As I besought thee to abide still at Ephesus, when I went into Macedonia, that thou mightest charge some that they teach no other doctrine, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith so do. So the point is, a lot of us we can get caught up on a particular doctrine, and you can offend someone that's coming into the faith just by harping on that something that doesn't have to do with salvation. The whole conclusion of the matter is to fear God, keep His commandments, and the faith of His Son, Yahushua. We got those core values. That's it. That's why we all say all camps teach the same doctrine. If it's keeping the law, faith, and commandments, and the faith of Yahushua, that's all that matters.
You can kind of get caught up in the small things. That's with life in general. This lesson that I'm going into it has many applications. The main thing a man probably want to do, he kind of want to, a carnal man. If he's sensible, he kind of want to get a decent job or a business going so he can provide for himself and provide a decent living for his family. That's the main thing. And have a good life. You can't tell me regular men in the world don't desire that. To have good financial stability, have a good and grow a good family. Even men in the world desire that. But you know what happens? Stuff that don't really mean anything, you get caught up by it. You get caught up by driving the newest car. You get caught up by having, the newest clothes. You get caught up by the love of money. You get caught up by the world, by stuff that don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? These things matter, but it shouldn't you can't lose focus on the big things. And that's serving the Most High God with simplicity of heart. Loving the Most High God. Loving the Most High God's people. We can go tooth and nail over all kind of things in the Bible. There's certain things in the Bible I can show you right now, and it's not a lot of precepts on it. It's not a lot of scriptural evidence. We can spend our time talking about that. We talk about that. We dialogue about that. But I never want that to start to take me away from what I'm really supposed to be doing, man. Let me get Matthew chapter 5.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 8.
Yo!
Blessed are the pure in heart.
What?
Blessed are the pure in heart,
Right?
for they shall see God.
It says, blessed is the pure in heart. Having a pure conscience, man. Having a pure mindset, a pure spirit. Clean. I mean, you're not defiled. Sometimes when people do something, it's a proverb in the world, man. Sometimes it's not what you do. It's how you do it. That's plain. Sometimes it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Yeah, you so-called in the truth, but how are you really walking in the truth? Where your spirit really at most of the time? What are you really focused on most of the time? We gotta exhort each other to good works. You know what Malachi said to me earlier today? Before we even left the camp, he said, bro, we should fast soon. That's what he said. He exhorted me to good works. Because he, in simplicity of heart, want to serve the Most High. Genuinely coming from a good place. You know what else Malachi just said? We was in the car. He said, bro, y'all trying to pray? Because he, in simplicity of heart, trying to serve the Most High. He don't walk around here like he's the guy. Like he know everything. Like he got it all figured out. Tahuam don't do that. None of these brothers do that. But what I noticed is that we got a lot of that going on in the nation. You know, who am I? I'm just a young brother who learned the truth for, how long has it been now, around 4.5, maybe 5 years? Maybe 4. Yeah. I'm just young. I can't even truth around you. I think you was in a little bit before me, yeah? Somewhere in there. We gotta go look at the numbers. We gotta crush the numbers. But I'm not really nobody. I'm just a young brother from Tulsa, Oklahoma, who didn't know who they was a few years ago, who want to teach people who they are according to the Bible if they give me their ear. Just a minute ago, I was living my best life. That's what they call it. You know, doing whatever I wanted. And that's how I come off to people, relatable, understanding. I try to be kind, especially with my people. Especially with my people. Try to be patient, understanding. But it's like with brothers in the truth, we get a little knowledge and we on different time. We don't be on that brotherly, we don't be on that kind of time. We don't try and, meet brothers where they at. What did it say, what he says, wisdom puffeth up. Wisdom puffeth up. And if you're not checking yourself, you're going to be taken over by that. And it's going to be to your own destruction. It's going to be to your own shame, bro. Your own shame. All right, can I get that scripture, please? I want to say it was Corinthians. Let me try. Let me look for it. 1 Corinthians 8:1. You holding something hot? All right, bring that out real quick.
It says, the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verses 1.
Bring it out.
Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up.
What did it say?
Knowledge puffeth up. But charity edifieth.
It say knowledge puffeth up. You got brothers in the truth who just don't think that they ever wrong. Everything they teach is right. And they got the whole truth. Paul Paul said it. He said it best. That kind of knowledge, that kind of spiritual moving in, bro. You puffed up. You puffed up. We gotta kind of come down and, I mean, this your brother. We're supposed to be brothers. We should be able to handle matters. With each other. And Paul was talking to the church in Corinth, I believe, and he said, man, it's to your own shame that y'all are around each other, but y'all gotta take these counsels or take these things that you take the law with your brother. You take your brother the law, and you gotta go to outside people. You gotta go to heathens to get matters handled. That's to our shame. We should be able to deal with each other. We should be able to talk to each other. We should be able to build with each other. We should be able to reason with each other. There we go. That's the word. We should be able to reason with each other. I mean, bro, I'm just being frank, bro. A lot of it is just immature. A lot of it is just immature, bro. Immature. We got a lot of growing to do, man. Because we getting too close. I mean, it's all in the air. I mean, I was just talking to Cap and Soldier Malachi last night, and what we was reading, it said, I think it said Iran bombed Gaza. That happened. Videos is cracking off. You see them carrying babies and running and jumping. I mean, bro, they in a panic. I mean, in the videos, it's a light show. And when I showed them, the brothers kind of they parade. As they should, but my heart started pounding. I'm like, damn, we getting close. We getting close, man. And where are we really at? Where's our people's mentality really at? I mean, their people, we know our people has been broken down. It's like, let's get your precept, man. It's like, what you got? You ready for it? I know we probably left the point, but you can bring it back up. Resurface it,
I'm gonna bring this up. Talk about the wars. The wars going on afar off, and people thinking that's going to stay afar off. This is Isaiah 47. This is speaking of, let's get the context in Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne for a daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. This is referring to the whore of Babylon, and this is where we're at right now. Verse 7 says, and thou sayest, thou shalt be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither dost thou remember the latter end of it. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures. Our whole society is given to pleasures. It says that dwellest carelessly. That's American.
That's the one right there. Let's read that part again.
That dwellest carelessly.
That dwellest carelessly. You can't tell me. I mean, the average American, they're not caring about what's going on in Iran, Iraq, and Israel, and Gaza. The average American don't give a damn. The average American is not worried about war hitting America. They're not coming. No one's worried about that. The average American ain't even worried about fixing stuff that they got on internally. The average American is not even meditating on like, damn, okay, well, I am kind of prideful. I need to fix that. Americans don't think like that. They're not thinking like that. They're thinking about getting rich. Thinking about harlots. And the harlots is thinking about how valuable they are and how much worth they have and how they are bad, you know what, and how everything revolves around them. The other day, Aharon said, man, who is we talking about? What's the lady name again? Shahrazad Ali. He said, man, she not in the truth, but she hot. She going hard. He said, I really liked her. I was like, man, why? Like, what's different? And we meditate. We just talking, chilling. I'm on the road, so I got time. Aharon on the road too, so he got time. He said, bro, I think what it is, she just not living in a fairy tale. She lives in reality. I said, damn, that's on point. Our women, they live in a fantasy. not even our women, Americans live in a fantasy. Even women that's in other countries, if they want to be like if they want to come to America, let's believe they already got that seed planted in them. They living in a fantasy. And this goes right back to the point. I mean, what does it say about the carelessly part?
It says, therefore hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures that dwellest carelessly.
And that's what it is, man.
My bad. You good.
They dwell carelessly. They not worried about real world stuff. Stuff that really is finna happen. They not dealing with that, man. They dealing with what they want to deal with, man. But that's not how life works. You can be thinking about going left, but life pop up, and guess what? Your car broke down. You can be thinking about going left, but guess what? They fixing on that road. You gotta go right. America don't care. People who are minded, I mean, their mind is just, they doing whatever they want, man. Everything goes. Everything goes. They dwell carelessly, man. We can talk about what dwelling carelessly look like for another hour and still have more in the tank. Right? But let's keep reading.
That saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Hey, nothing bad ain't gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna be a widow. You think you untouchable? That's what Americans think. They think everything revolves around them and this world was for them. That's not what this is about. And you finna find out the hard way. That's why we gotta straighten up right now. That's where prudence come in. That's where wisdom come in. That's where knowledge come in. That's where discretion come in. That's where understanding come in. That's where studying come in. That's where reading come in. I mean, blessed is he that readeth. That's where meditating come in. That's where like-minded brothers come in. That's where like-minded sisters come in. That's where elders come in. I mean, they don't think about those things. When the last time our men really was just hearkening and listening to the elders? When was the last time that we really had elders who was really teaching the young men? When the last time the women was being taught how to be wives? When the last time women was taught how to be women? When the last time the men was there to really teach the boys how to become men? We dwell in carelessly. And you know what we're going to reap for that? We're going to reap a lot of bad stuff. A lot of unfruitful stuff. A lot of spoiled and rotten stuff. Go ahead.
Therefore hear now this. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children.
The what?
The loss of children.
The what?
The loss of children.
The what?
The loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantment. This is going into, it says, virgin daughter of Babylon, meaning, virgin meaning Babylon hasn't been touched. We haven't seen, the things we have seen, they've done it themselves, like, you know, the Twin Towers. That was done by Babylon themselves. But these things you see in the charred bodies of children, the stacks of bodies in the streets, people think that's not coming here. But it says it's going to come, but in one moment, in one day. You can look at this stuff on YouTube right now. It's bedrooms, people's bed full of blood because soldiers came in and shot people while they were asleep. That's in one. This came upon them in one moment, in one day. But y'all dwelling carelessly, giving into pleasures, and it's going to. Hey, the worst hit is a blind side. The worst hit is a blind side, and y'all are willingly going to be blindsided.
Right.
That's it.
I want to get Sirach 5 and 8. What you got?
Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9.
Bring it out. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 32 verse 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
So one thing we have not seen a terrible time in America. What are you going to do? What are you going to do the first time you hear a missile hit America? What are you going to do? A lot of our people are comfortable. As soon as a missile comes over here and hits a state from another country, what are you going to do?
Right.
The Bible done told us to rise up, to wake up, to come together.
That's right.
You people, you men and you women that are at ease. The Bible is telling us to wake up, to come together. Hey, when the missiles hit, when you first hear a missile hit America, y'all gonna be scared as hell.
That's right.
Who's next? You don't know what's gonna happen, man. What are you gonna do then? The door of repentance will be closed. What are you gonna do? It said to rise up, ye women that are at ease. Y'all are too comfortable here. Y'all think y'all got it made. You think America is gonna last forever, and it's not.
Blood. I know what I'm like. Let's get started.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7.
Go!
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
It's a classic verse, right? Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Now this is the KJV, so you might not know. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna break it down. Even though this is a infamous scripture. Don't take your time to serve the Most High God when you ready. Because you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna put it off. And you know what you're gonna do? It's gonna pop up in your head again. And guess what? You're gonna put it off again. And you're gonna keep putting it off until you completely forget about it. And then let's keep breathing.
And putting that out from day to day. For suddenly,
For when?
For suddenly.
For when?
For suddenly.
So all of a sudden, it's gonna crack off. It's gonna get crazy around there. Let's keep reading.
shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
And you're gonna see. Now we know what anger is, right? That's an emotion. It's a feeling you have. Wrath is when you carry out that anger. That's what I was taught. And it lines up with the scriptures. Anger is when you're just mad. You're angry and you got these feelings. Wrath is when you start performing it. Because the Most High is angry with the inhabitants of earth. And that includes us for disobedience. But he got mad at the other nations before too. How you think we got the land of Canaan? They was committing idolatry. Not even idolatry. They had a lot of stuff going on. They were sacrificing children, drinking the blood. I mean, all kind of acts of fornication. I mean, any act of fornication that you can think of, they was doing. That includes bestiality. I mean, bro, we can get in there, but I don't want the YouTube to get banned. That's how nasty they was being. So the Most High said, you know what? I'm angry with them. I'm going to send these people who are supposed to serve me from generation to generation to go take over and occupy that land forever. Because I don't like that. But the Most High has wrath. And if you playing games, you're going to have to deal with the Most High. You ever do something and then you got to deal with your parents now? You do something you shouldn't have done. You shouldn't have been playing with it though. Or you break something in the house and you know you can't fix it. It's a big old hole in the wall. Guess what? Now you got to deal with your parents. But this is a million times worse because you got to deal with the Most High being angry. You got to deal with the Most High God's wrath. Because you wanted to put things off from day to day. So suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and then what?
And in thy security,
So when you're safe and sound, in your security, come on.
thou shalt be destroyed.
So in your security. And right now, you know what security looks like? It looked like, you know, the house that you got, you kind of worked hard for it, so-called. You might have a 401k set up. You know, I mean, you got a nice house. You got the renovations going on in the bathroom. You got, you know, you got your family. You got America. Anything crack off, you can call what? 911. That's security. Anything happen, go wrong, you can make one phone call and kind of get it taken care of. I mean, any problem. A fire happened, you got somebody to call. Somebody trying to break in your house, you got somebody you can call. I mean, bro, your security's so good, if somebody go up to your doorbell and push a damn ring button, they on cameras. And you got the infrared light, you can see in the nighttime. I mean, security is good, it's booming right now. You got multiple cameras on your house. You know what? Your husband there, he nice and strong. He got a shotgun, a pistol, an assault rifle. You got nunchucks. I don't know what brothers got, man. Got a few pocket knives, a machete. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what your husband got? He got a 30 round on it. You know what I'm saying? You and your security. I mean, man, you got a nice job. You know, no matter what, you know, you got, you know, $6,000 a month coming in, kids in a nice school, and you're secure. You see the picture on page, this is an average, I'm not gonna say average, everybody ain't making $6,000 a month, but the security of America, you know, food stamps, Section 8 housing. I mean, Malachi walked into my living room this morning, and he had some Edomite he was listening to. Yeah, like I'm on you. I'm on you. Watch this, y'all. The truth come out. The truth is gonna come out. It's coming all out. So you ain't coming to living room with the Edomite playing. What was it? There you are. What was it, huh? Okay. You want me to bring it out?
Bring it out.
You want me to bring it out? I'm gonna bring it. There you go.
Bring it out. It was a sheet of money.
I don't know what it was. Oh, yeah, y'all see that?
Hey, I was researching history, man.
Now the truth come out. Nah, he wasn't doing nothing wrong. He was researching Israelites and what was it? They diet.
What we used to eat back in the day.
Yeah, what we was eating basically. And the Edomite was kind of going into it. He was saying like, look, man, all of the things that we eat now. I mean, because we peasants in America. We on the bottom. But even the peasants in America, we eat meat multiple times a day. That doesn't happen in the ancient days. Talking about ancient times, you eat meat for every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the Edomite kind of going into it like, even the peasants in America, they got it good. You can go eat anything you want. Anything. You can have whatever you want. You got a point?
That nigga just had a Popeye chicken sandwich.
Oh man, we seen the. I mean, when we talk about peasant, I mean, man, it was so bad. He walked over here and man, I don't know why he walked over here, but he was just trying to spark up a conversation, man. But it looked like, I mean, I'm just going to call him either tonight, man. I'm calling how it is, man. But he looked bad. I mean, hair really thin, you know, like. My precious looking almost. You know what I'm saying? I'm Lord of the Rings, right? My precious. But he had damn Popeyes in his head, man. I said, man, I said, you not cold? He said, no, not really. He looked kind of wet. I'm like, dang, boy, you going through it, ain't you? He said, I was about to get hit by a car. He said, they didn't even see me wave. I'm like, yeah, that's tough, ain't it? You see that? Yes, brother! Hey, man, it's getting crazy over here in America, man. But he had the Popeyes, even though he on the bottom, you know what he had? I said, dang, man, you not cold? He said, nah, not really. I said, your food finna get cold? He said, no, I'm gonna go eat it. I said, all right, man, you might wanna go do that. But even the peasants, I mean, they eat good, man. They got Popeyes. I don't know, man. He's finna go get some refuge. Bring it out.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 21 in the GNT. The time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived. But then disasters will spring up everywhere: wars, famine, and great confusion.
Touch on that.
After that, we got peasants walking around with cheap food, but like we said, suddenly in a day, confusion and disaster is gonna come here.
Right.
That's perfect too, because they're giving away dollar burgers,
Yeah,
they're giving away dollar Big Macs, and they're giving away free food. I heard a dude over. He was telling me, he said, yeah, man, McDonald's was just giving away like free food, but now he said that you gotta buy one and you get one free. So,
Read that again. Where we at?
right.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 21 in the GNT. The time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived.
Sheesh. So look, when we tell y'all gotta open up this book and read, this what we be saying. You know what I'm gonna pull out the classic BHI. I ain't write that. Did I write that? Did you write that? I ain't write it. I ain't write that. That's right there in the book though. He said you're finna think it's a time of peace and prosperity and plenty and roses and springtime. Because food gonna be cheap, you're gonna be able to get it for the low. I mean, we've been here, McDonald's lines don't stop. Quick Trip don't stop. If you want something unhealthy, I tell you right now, you get that for the low speed. You get that for the low. And you know what all the Israelites said? We said, no way.
Right.
Everybody threw the spear. I mean, I don't think everybody just knew that scripture by heart, but everybody was like, this is madness. It's something in those burgers. And you know what Yashar said? He said, hell no. He said some funny stuff. He said something hilarious. You know, he New Orleans, so he got that accent. He said, Aki. He said, Aki, you think I'm finna go do that, Aki? I said, I was dead. That sounded like you saw it, don't it? Man, all praises, man. Man, we ain't going. We not going for the dollar cheeseburger. Bacon double cheeseburger for the dollar. Man, then you got Burger King, dude. You got the Whoppers for $1 too. The jig is up. What you got?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 25.
Bring it out.
ENT. You have ignored all my advice and have not been willing to let me correct you. So when you get into trouble, I will laugh at you.
I will what?
I will laugh at you.
One more time.
I will laugh at you.
I will make fun of you when terror strikes, when it comes on you like a storm, bringing fierce winds of trouble, and you are in pain and misery. Then will you call for wisdom, but I will not answer.
But I will what?
But I will not answer.
But I will what?
But I will not answer.
So here we are. We're 2023, reading the KJV out at Quick Trip on Pine and Peoria. It's drizzling rain. It's cold out there.
That's right.
And we got God saying, I'ma laugh at y'all because y'all don't want to listen to me. I mean, famine gonna happen, and I'ma let it happen.
That's right.
I mean, war gonna happen, and you're gonna be caught out there. You wanted to break my laws, my statutes, my commandments. You wanted to serve everybody but me. See, that's the thing, bro. Everybody think God is this nice guy. No, he messed with those who mess with him. Let's keep it 100.
Right.
Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it all the way 100. He said, I love those that keep my commandments.
That's right.
You think you're going to play God? You think you can be fake with God and kind of smile in his face? And then as soon as you go home, there's a madness going on. You think you're going to get away with that? You can't even get away with that on the streets. You can't even get away with it. You can't even get away. You can't do that in the streets. So how you gonna be able to get over on the most out like that? You know, you at church and praise God. You kind of dancing. the beat kind of gets soft and you throw your hands. You the first one to throw your hands up. Look at me, y'all. Hey, you the first one to throw your hands up. And you throw both of them up. And then they say hallelujah. And you kind of get the spirit, right?
They clock in for an hour and a half every week, and they clock out. That's their service for the week.
Yeah.
That's their service.
Put in the work.
That's their service. Can you hear me over there, sis? She can't hear me. Can you hear me? Can you listen? Man, we gotta get you a flyer. Can we get you a flyer? Alright, we're gonna get you a flyer. Because the word hot. I'm cold, but the word hot. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
What you got? Oh, you can get it to man. Alright, bring it out.
This is 2 Ezra 16, verse 18 in the GMT.
No.
Troubles will come, and many people will groan. Famine will come, and many will die. Wars will come, and the world powers will tremble. Disasters will come, and everyone will be terrified. What will people do when these disasters come? Famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people. Like this, bring out the Proverbs again.
Bring it out again.
Book of Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 25 in the GNT.
Right.
You have ignored all my advice and have not been willing to let me correct you. So when you get into trouble, I will laugh at you. I will make fun of you when terror strikes. When it comes on you like a storm, bringing fierce winds of trouble, and you are in pain and misery. Then you will call for wisdom, but I will not answer. You may look for me everywhere, but you will not find me.
So right now is your chance right now. So you can listen right now and hearken while wisdom is available in the streets freely, or you can wait till this correction comes. It says, famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people. So you can correct yourself now or get laughed at by the supreme being of the universe when he sends these plagues upon you.
That's hot. Hey, y'all know, man, when we do these lessons, man, they through the spirit, bro. So I gotta kind of backtrack, and I kind of gotta talk to y'all on that level, like where we just talking, like y'all here. Zion, you wanna make a quick point?
Yeah. He
Go ahead.
said supreme being. It's not like we hear it in a video game, supreme being, but like, nah, for real, he's a supreme being. You know how like they scared of like these mighty men today, like they think David Goggins is like a supreme being human, or a real guy's like, oh, I wouldn't mess with David, I wouldn't mess with The Rock, I wouldn't mess with these people, but with God, they'll mess with. It's just, it's weird.
Right. And people probably think it's beneath the Most High to scoff. That's beneath you. I wish you would say that. You finna fall right into the damn skull. What did you gonna say?
I forgot where it was, but it's a scripture that says people are afraid, like people out at sea, they're afraid of the tempest that tosses the ship to and fro, but they're not afraid of who done it.
Yeah.
How stupid is that?
Yeah.
You're scared of volcanoes, you're scared of earthquakes, but you're not scared of who done it.
Who allowed them things to be and exist. And when a tornado hit Oklahoma, it's a spirit that come on Oklahoma. It's on the news every day. You know, they always showing you footage of what happened, the houses that got torn up, what the street used to look like. They named in the volcano, or excuse me, the tornado. People donating money. We coming upon times where there ain't gonna be no help, literally. Where ain't no, a tornado come through and it's not getting built back up. Where a bomb hit, it ain't finna be no, we finna rebuild it. That's the kind of times we coming upon, where somebody come take from you and you can't call nobody. So where your protection at? Where your security cameras at? Where them guns at? If you wanna rely on those things, you do that. But as for me and my house, we're gonna do it this way.
That's right.
That's right. What you got, Zion?
I think I looked up Jeremiah and I looked up the definition of worship. It said to bow down or whatever. And I was thinking like people spend so much time watching like other people. Like you actually are worshiping. Like that your favorite fitness influencer or TV model, or whoever rapper you be listening to, they be spending hours knowing everything they're doing, all their moves and everything. So we're actually worshiping them more than the Most High God by giving them our time. So we gotta find time for God instead of finding time for just whoever you watch. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's hot. Man, the other day, me and Aaron went over a lesson, and we were talking about chewing the cud and meditating. Because through the spirit, when you chew the cud, you meditate. Right? It's a part of your digestive system. Chewing and eating. Chewing is the first steps to digesting, the digestive system. So when you put it in spiritual terms, we know that the Most High deals with it'll call your mind your belly. Because just how your your stomach, your belly digests food, guess what? Your mind digests words.
That's right.
It digests understanding. It digests knowledge. And I said that to go back to your point. What are you really meditating on? Where are you spending most of your time at? Mentally. What are you consuming the most? Mentally. And you gotta check your spirit sometimes, because if not, you're gonna fall off. You're gonna find out that you serving damn David Goggins more than the Most High. You're gonna find out that you serving damn, I don't know what brothers might be out there doing, but it could be something. It could be something. I don't know what brothers do. You're gonna find out it's just women. You're gonna find out it's just men. You're gonna find out it's just money. That's why we gotta examine ourselves and go back to serving the Most High God with simplicity of heart. But you can get pulled different ways. You can get tossed to and fro with every device in this world. It's a lot going on, man. But you gotta kind of be the damn. What do they call it? Like the spirit thing in the rain or the storm? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But you get what I'm saying, though. When it's a lot going on, you gotta kind of know how to slow it down. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you gotta be grounded. You gotta know how to do that. I mean, there's a few things I wanted to touch on. What you got?
I was just saying, a woman tends to watch a lot of these reality TV shows.
Yeah.
Them shows are long. Like that's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like Housewives and This Wives. That's a lot of
That's
time.
the highlight of her day.
Just to, like we get on the men, but also be on the women. They could be making a lot more. You know what I'm saying? By putting, their time to good use. Just as men, we're out here dicking around, but we could actually be using our time to actually preach the Lord's words. You know what I'm saying? So it goes for both. Because TV is a lot of times a trap. It plants a lot of seeds into your head. It's putting you in a fantasy, keeps you in Wonderland.
Yeah, they normalize all kinds of values. Even myself, me and Malachi, we was talking. This is why I always go back. How you going? How's it going? You got a minute? Oh, okay. You helping them fix something. Okay. Right, he's trying to help his brother out, huh? Notice the side of his leg. I mean, bro probably shouldn't have been out here in the first place, but we gotta start somewhere. I can't get too upset. You helping your brother. Me and Malachi, we was discussing judgment. It was something small. I said, bro, how would you judge this matter? He said, what? I'm finna make her. Somebody hung up on Malachi. He was on the phone for like an hour. He said, bro, I need something bad to happen to her. And it sounded like a heathen. I was like, whoa. I was like what? He was like, I need her to.
It was a heathen.
Yeah, he said, I need her to. I wanted to something too bad to happen. I mean, he said, I wanted to walk across America. She want to waste my time. I want to walk across America and her time to be wasted. I said, that's your judgment? I forgot how I got here, bro. I forgot. I was gonna go into something, man, but I forget, man. I can't remember why I brought up the judgment part. I think it was something related to what he said. It was gonna be good.
TV.
I say it for next time.
TV.
It's gone, bro. It's taken. They don't never know about that. I'm gonna let this one rest. There's still a lot of meat on this, and I'm gonna save it for the next brother that come up. How about that? All right. And with that, we'll give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, Shalom.